A pivotal phrase from The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon episode 4 suggests that the antagonists of the spin-off are aware of how the zombie apocalypse came to be. The Guerriers, led by Janet, seem to be a brand new group in the world of The Walking Dead. The Guerriers could know far more about the zombie virus and its origins than the main protagonists do, in addition to being Daryl's largest danger in France. Even though The Walking Dead didn't start with the first outbreak, the series has found ways to examine the apocalypse's early beginnings. This was done by using flashbacks in several episodes and by starting Fear the Walking Dead from the beginning of the epidemic. In contrast, the series has avoided going into great detail on what really caused the virus in the first place, with the exception of a few clues. In the world of The Walking Dead, its genesis has been a mystery for the last 13 years. It's interesting to think that someone may already know the solution. In The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon episode 4, Janet said something that seemed to imply that she knew something about the infection that others don't. The weak, the submissive, the credulous, Janet said, referring to a lady who thought Laurent was the Messiah. People like you are to blame for our current predicament. It's unclear to what Janet is referring, since it should be challenging to blame humans for the advent of zombies if they are credulous and weak. She makes a weird comment that suggests she is aware of what led to their present situation. Without knowledge of when the zombie apocalypse began, Janet cannot fairly place the blame for this mess on the weak and the submissive. Otherwise, she'd simply be assuming crazy, irrational things. It's conceivable that Janet's remarks are a result of her memory of the errors that caused the virus to spread around the planet. Naturally, further inquiries would arise once it was revealed that Janet is aware of where the zombie virus originated. There would remain the question of how Janet is able to gather so much information regarding the outbreak's origin and its perpetrators. Even if it would be a huge disclosure if Janet knew anything about this mystery, it wouldn't happen without adequate build-up in the Walking Dead series. According to The Walking Dead, The World Beyond, France has a direct connection to the start of the pandemic. A sentence scrawled in French on a wall in France that appears in The World Beyond finale translates to "The dead are born here." Given that the virus originated in France, it seems not improbable that Janet has the key to unlocking this riddle. Any information she may have might simply be explained by having lived in the region that was purportedly the spawning area for the zombie apocalypse. She may have been there in the middle of it. Janet's link to World Beyond's France tease is further supported by earlier episodes, which demonstrated that the Guerriers are somehow connected with scientific research. If so, Janet's comment in Daryl Dixon episode the 4th of May really be about the researchers who developed the virus. Janet's understanding of the zombie virus might fundamentally alter The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead series as a whole. Not only Daryl Dixon's resolution may depend on Janet's prior experiences. A flashback in one of Daryl Dixon's last episodes might explain what she experienced and the entire context of her remarks. Or, along the course of the events of the episode, it may be revealed to Daryl directly. A situation like that happening is undoubtedly a possibility, particularly since Janet has set his sights on Daryl. At this point, a conflict between the two seems unavoidable. When that occurs, there may be an opportunity for The Walking Dead to provide Daryl the real story behind the zombie virus's inception. The spin-off would then provide the groundwork for the majority of its core characters to learn about it as well. Even if Daryl's experiences in France continue in The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, his ultimate objective of returning to Alexandria hasn't altered. Furthermore, Daryl is a figure who will inevitably be reintroduced into the lives of the other characters at some point due to his link to Rick Grimes. The likelihood of Daryl's return makes it possible for him to share any lessons from Janet with his comrades, fostering a deeper awareness of the world outside their boundaries. This would effectively finish the fact-finding task Maggie gave him in the most recent episode of The Walking Dead.